Hi everyone, Corey here. Today I'm doing a yes or no pick a card reading. I have 9 different groups of cards in front of me, so you have 9 different readings to choose from. This reading will give you a very direct answer to your question. It's either going to be a yes or a no. That being said, I do advise you to ask a question that you are okay hearing an answer for, and please ask yourself before you choose a pile of cards, if Corey says yes or no to my question, would it help me and would I be okay hearing that? And I say that because I don't want you to feel bad after watching this reading. This reading is to help you and to give you a very clear and honest answer to your question. So I do warn you of that because there are yes and no answers in this reading. So just know that there's a 50-50 chance that it could be a yes or it could be a no. And don't think of the answer as very solid, like you could get a yes answer, but like the future can change. There could be an alteration of that if it's a time prediction or something you're asking about the future. So some answers may not be very like solid, it could change, but some can be very clear and yeah, like that person does like you, you know. So just be open to that, and of course always listen to your intuition and check in with yourself and just see if it feels right to you. So that is my advice for you before getting into this reading. The timestamps will be in the description box below, as well as the link to my Etsy shop if you are interested in receiving a reading from me. So now that I told you everything that I wanted to say, I'm going to get into the first reading. And the layout here is, this is the first group. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that's how the cards are laid out. Okay, so group 1, let's see what the answer to your question is. Yes, that's the clear answer for you, the direct answer. And you got the Fool card. This tells me that you are hoping for a new beginning or some kind of happy change in your life or in a relationship. The Fool card is all about new beginnings and a fresh start. It's the beginning of a new journey, a new relationship. It's the very beginning, and the potential is endless. There are so many things that can happen, and there is this excitement about it. So this is a very happy yes for you if you are hoping for change, and if your question was about a change, like if you want to move somewhere, if you want a new relationship, if you want some kind of new beginning and fresh start in your life. And there's a kookaburra bird in this card up here. I love kookaburras. And if you look up a video on YouTube and just type in kookaburra call, you'll notice that they sound like they're laughing. Their call sounds like laughter. So this adds to the element of happiness and fun and good times. things that will make you very joyous and blissful within your life. And you'll also see that the face is like it doesn't have any facial features. Like it could be a girl, it could be a guy, and it's kind of like a blank, and there's not a lot of detail within this character, and that's because it's a new beginning, and it's basically the reset button in your life, and anything can happen, and it will change you, this experience. So you don't know what it's going to look like a month from now, but you're very excited, and there's potential for anything. There is potential for great happiness and fulfillment for you, and you don't know how it's going to change you, but you know it's going to be good. There's a very good vibe and uplifting feeling to this card and this answer for you. So whatever change you want, it is coming for you. It is a yes answer for you. And maybe you're wanting to travel somewhere. You do see in this card how this character is carrying a sack, a backpack, kind of, or like a sack tied to a stick. And so this adds to the message of a new journey, going out and taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, and owning it, you know? Owning the decision that you've made for yourself, whether it's moving somewhere new or traveling, or deciding to jump into that relationship with someone, or going to the next level in a relationship, or deciding to have a kid with this person. Whatever positive new beginning you were hoping for, it is coming in for you, and it's going to have a very positive impact on you. Good times are coming in, and this is such a positive card. If you do get in a new relationship and that's your, and that's your question, like, will I meet someone new? They are going to be so bubbly, bright, and brilliant. That's the kind of person they're going to be. That's going to be their personality. They're going to be very childlike and high-spirited, and you can be yourself with this person. And they see the beauty in things. And if you are, well, I'm sure you are very into spirituality and you see a lot of signs and synchronicities, this person will see them with you, and they'll even point them out as well. So they're going to be interested in what you are interested in. And I'm also seeing the image in The Little Mermaid, the movie, where she's like plucks the petals from the flower and she says, he loves me not, he loves me not. This flower is making me think of that. It's reminding me of that scene in The Little Mermaid. So it's like, if it's a question of does he love me, it's a definite yes. Like, definitely he does love you, and that is such a positive answer for you. So I'm really happy to give you this message. The other card for you is listening. So this is about listening to your gut feelings, and maybe like you already feel like this person likes you or even loves you, and like you're listening to that feeling, but you just needed validation on it. And this is about listening to the calling within your heart. Like, do you want to work this job? Is this what you want to do? Is this what you see yourself doing 5 years from now? Is this the person that you see yourself being with down the road along the line. And it's just listening to those gut feelings and your intuitions and what your heart is telling you. And the Fool is all about listening to that voice. It's about spontaneously taking a trip somewhere because you just felt like doing it, and it gave you butterflies thinking about it, and it gave you a warm feeling, and you just felt that it was a sign, it was an answer that you should do this, and you should take that leap of faith, and you should move forward with this because it gives you a warm and bubbly feeling when you think about it. And so it's listening to that calling. It's listening to your own voice, or yeah, just listening to that voice. This could also be a message about clairaudience as well. Maybe you asked if you are clairaudient or have a certain psychic gift. The answer is yes if you had that question, because listening and clairaudience, they go together, you know. You hear spirit and you listen to their messages. Maybe you had an experience where you heard someone say something to you, but you weren't sure if you like made it up in your mind, or like you just thought it was you, but it was actually spirit and you're wondering about that. So this card, like this group, if you chose it, there is a message about validation, like you just wanted validation and you already felt like this was true, but you just needed an added, yes, this is true. So that is my message for you. The answer is yes to whatever question you asked. I hope this helps you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, group 2, I'm going to begin your reading now. Let's find out what the answer to your question is. You got the Lovers card along with Nurturing. I really love these two cards together. So you most likely have a question about love or a relationship in your life, but you could also have a question about money and finances as well. This card has a double message for me. So green apples, whenever I see them, I always think of good fortune. So if you're asking if money is going to come in for you, the answer is yes. And sorry, I forgot to give you the answer. The answer is yes for you. Yes to good fortune and yes to love. Whatever it is. Like along with the Nurturing card here, this is a message about nurturing the relationships in your life, and this could do with any person in your life, whether it's a friend or it's a romantic connection that you have. This reading covers all of them, and it talks about the nurturing relationships in your life and being there for someone when they need you, or supporting someone when they need it, if they're sick or if they just need some guidance and need someone to talk to. These two cards are talking about that, and it's also talking about nurturing your endeavors and pursuits when it comes to career and finances, nurturing your savings account, and checking account, and just really nurturing that aspect of your life, but also nurturing your relationships and what's truly important to you. it's breathing life into those things and putting your energy and time towards those things. And if you're asking about a current relationship that you're in, this is a positive omen for that. It's a positive omen saying that they will give you more time in the day to spend with you. You'll hang out more or go on more dates soon here because they will have the free time, or the connection will go a step further, or you will meet someone new, you will meet that soulmate, that true love. Just like overall positive omen for relationships, whatever it is. Whether it's a friend or a mom, dad, brother, cousin, you know, like anyone that you're asking about. I'm looking at the snake like down below here, and this is making me think that maybe you have a fear about something associated with a relationship, but it's a fear, like it's not in reality, it's a false fear. Like if you fear that this person isn't into you or doesn't love you, or you feel like they're gonna break up with you, like that is not in reality. It's a false fear, and there's a message to not feed that fear because it's not there. Or like maybe you think someone is judging you, but that's not the truth. They aren't judging you. There is a message about this because snakes represent fear. Like a lot of people are afraid of snakes, but I've held snakes like so many times, and they are docile and gentle creatures, but so many people are afraid of them. There are poisonous snakes, the ones that you should stay away from, but there are also those docile snakes that are very loving, and there's no need to be afraid of them. So this could also be a message about a fear that you have, like casting aside fear and worries. Just cast them away because that's not gonna happen, you know? Like whatever your worry is, it's not going to happen. So you can let go of it. You can let go of it. So that's the answer for you. The answer is yes. And that's why. The reason why. So I hope that resonates with you, and thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, group 3, let's find out the answer to your question. The answer is no, and I'm hoping that it's a positive no. You got the Death card, and this actually isn't a negative card. I don't see it as negative. I just want to let you know that. And love. So death and love. Interesting combination. So there actually is a positive message to this. So the message that I'm getting with this is that it's not over between you two. If you have a question of, does this person still think of me? Do they want to get back together? Well, actually it's kind of conflicting if the answer is no. But I know this has to do with relationships, like, like there is a message to not give up on love. And like if it's a question of have they gotten over me? No, they haven't. And like they're still thinking about you, they still love you, the love is still there. There is a message to not give up. That's a really big message. Like the Death card, it usually talks about endings, and so like there's a message that like no, it's not over between you two. Like there's not going to be an ending, there's not going to be a breakup. You're not going to lose your job, like you're not going to get fired. Like this is speaking about endings, especially with love. Like there's not going to be a breakup, not going to be a divorce. You're not going to lose the court case. You're not going to lose the game. You're not going to like fail the test. Like these are things that are going through my mind. That is like, these are the topics that you could be asking about. The overall theme to the Death card is endings. I always think of hippies, like the hippie era, whenever I see this card, because like I always think about the hippie era and how when there was war there were a lot of people preaching peace and love, and so like this is like an added message about the theme of love and to not give up on love, to not give up on your dreams and your aspirations, because it's not over, you know, like that chance is there for you, that opportunity is there for you, and so it's not too late. It's definitely not too late for you when it comes to relationships or a dream of yours. Like don't give up on it, just keep pushing forward on that. That is the message for you, and love prevails, you know, like love is that guiding force when you are feeling down on your luck or you feel like you should give up, and then love comes in and it tells you, no, like do not give up on your dream, because this is like almost all you have. Like I'm getting that message, like nothing to lose, like might as well die trying. You like, this just means so much to you, it's so worthwhile to you, and so just don't give up, keep moving forward, keep doing what you're doing, because you will succeed and you will see results. Giving up will most likely lead to a regret later on, and you do not want to have regrets in life. So that's the message for you. The answer is no. And hopefully it's a positive no for you. I hope this resonates, and thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, on to group 4. Let's find out what the answer to your question is. Ooh, I really like this one. So you got, yes, the answer is yes. And it's abundance along with Page of Swords. So obviously this is about money, because you get the abundance card here, you have it here, along with Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about letters and messages coming through. So, like, the answer to your question is going to come through. If you are asking for a loan, it will come through and you will get a letter in the mail about that. You will get approved for whatever you are asking to be approved for. A loan, credit card, establishing good credit, and receiving the money that you need, receiving that abundance that you are asking for. It will come in, and you could receive a message from someone. Maybe you are waiting to receive a text message from someone that you really like, and you're curious if they will message you back or if they will contact you eventually. Maybe there's been some time where it's just crickets chirping, you know, like you're not getting messages back from this person and you're kind of worried, but the answer is yes, you will receive contact from this person. It may take some time, but yes, it will come in. And you see letters falling out of the sky, even money falling out of the sky, like there's going to be a windfall of cash coming to you at some point. I love the expression on this character's face. They're like, I feel very lucky today. So luck is going to come into your life pretty soon here. You may get some birthday money or get invited to a party, and maybe you meet someone and you're offered a great opportunity, or you get accepted into a school or accepted into a new job, and it's going to create a lot of abundance for you. There is an opportunity for abundance that's coming in, and like good news as well. There is a big message about really good news, and there may be like really lucky days coming into your life and just a streak of luck. And like the lucky day would be when you get a call from the employer and you hear that you got the job, or you get the acceptance letter into the school, like the acceptance letter of the college that you applied for, or you get a check in the mail, like a really good check, birthday money, or you receive some inheritance money. Someone gives you some money, like maybe someone lends you some cash, someone in your family, and they do that to help you out. Or maybe you walk down the street one day and you see a big bill on the ground, like $100 bill, or maybe even less than that, but it's still cash, right? And you just like stumble upon like luck that is in the form of good news, opportunities, and abundance, and maybe messages that make you feel really good about yourself, praise, positive recognition, and opportunities. That is the big message for you. So very positive. I hope that resonates, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, group 5, let's find out what the answer to your question is. Yes, the answer is yes. And you got the synthesis card along with the 10 of Cups. This is one of my favorite cards. So cute. There's two lovebirds, and one of them is wearing a party hat, and then there's a rainbow above. This is one of the happiest cards in the tarot deck, in the tarot in general. And I lost my train of thought, one sec. Oh, it like is the emblem for complete and utter happiness and bliss and good family life and a really cozy and warm home. Like, this is the ideal card being synthesized into your life. Like, you are able to buy your first home or move into a really nice place and you just love it. Like, this is pure joy and happiness and bliss, the synthesis of it. So your question could be about a home or family or a relationship, friendship, or like anything that has to do with your happiness. The answer is yes. If you have been feeling down lately or depressed, then like these cards are saying that you will have some really good days pretty soon here. You will wake up in the morning and you will want to get out of bed, and you will feel motivated and inspired, and you will smile more, you will sing in the shower, you will feel very happy. And there's a lot of love there for you. That's another message that I'm getting, because there's a couple of lovebirds in the card, and so I feel like you have a really good support system around you and people that can really help you out. Maybe you prayed one day and the prayer is going to be answered through a person, a family member or a friend or someone in a support group, and it's going to bring a smile to you. It's going to make you smile, and it's going to really warm your heart because people are thinking about you and they want to help you. Especially spirit as well. Like, it could be a spiritual gift, like an answer, a revelation, an inspiration, or a message through a person, or a message on Facebook, and it just brightens up your day and it makes you feel loved, you know? So this is a very, very positive omen for you, very positive card. Really good things are coming into your life and very much synthesizing. It's going to be like your birthday every day. That's a message that I'm getting here. It's going to be like Christmas every day or a birthday every day pretty soon here, and you're just gonna feel very blessed and lucky and loved because you are. So that's your answer. The answer is yes. I hope it was a positive one. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope that resonated with you. Bye. Okay, group 6, let's find out what the answer to your question is. Yes. The answer is yes. I'm going to show you the cards individually. You got the 3 of Cups. This is a very, very positive and bright card. This is a card of friendship and relationships, but usually friendship and validation. This card is validating you on something, further validating that the answer is yes. Your question could be related to friends, a friendship group, or a romantic relationship. Could be a question about marriage, wedding, birthday, special occasions and celebrations. Some kind of party. Three of Cups. If you will work in a really good team at work, like if it's the right place for you, like I see a really good group of people coming into your life. If you accept the job offer, or if you choose to move to this area, the teachers in the school, like if you have children, the teachers are going to be very nice and like good people, good and kind people. And the neighborhood is also very good. Like the neighbors are very friendly and very supportive. Like if you end up moving into this house, they will give you housewarming gifts, and they're just very positive people, and they're the people that you can go to if you ever need help with something. Like if there's an emergency, the person across the street is going to help you. They're that kind of person, and they're those kinds of people. So this is about like really good groups of friends and people. If you're wondering if you will meet some new people and really good friends, and if you're wondering when you will find a true friend, the answer is yes. Really good people are going to come into your life, and they're going to help you in so many ways, so many positive ways. For some reason, I'm also thinking about like the zoo and animals. So maybe you have a question of, should I be a veterinarian or a biologist, or work at the zoo, work at like PetSmart somewhere that has animals, or like some kind of career that is about that. Working with dolphins, like marine biology. Or if you want to move to a farm somewhere, or like if you should get a horse, start going horseback riding, starting a farm, getting some chickens. Like I'm getting a farm vibe with this. Interesting. With the cow, and it looks like a baby cow here, but then we have a sloth, a really happy sloth too. This is such a positive card to get. This is like the Three Musketeers card, like the like really close-knit group of friends. And I also love this bird up here, this blackbird. So cute. You know how there's those birds that stand on top of hippos and rhinos? They actually help the rhinos. They eat like the insects, and so it's like a give and take relationship. It's like a really like cute bond that they have. Like the birds help the hippos out, and the hippos help the birds out as well. It's there's like a synergy to the relationship. It's a very harmonious and nurturing relationship that they have with each other. So it's an added message about like really good, great relationships and true relationships that you want to have in life. So the answer is yes. Validation. Here's your validation. Okay, I hope that resonates with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Okay, group 7, let's find out what the answer to your question is. The answer is no, and I believe this is a timing thing. You got the Four of Pentacles, and this card is about riches. So there may be a delay when it comes to selling something, like selling a car, selling a house, getting the money that you need. like, this card usually talks about lack mentality, like not having enough and needing more, and or like it even talks about having almost like too much money and like hoarding money and not like being frugal or spending too much. Like, it could be either one, but it could be a question about money and finances, because this card like is mostly about riches and money. This lady is holding these gems and necklaces. Maybe you're trying to sell a ring or jewelry, cash for gold. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Trying to get some extra cash by selling something, but you're not getting very much luck with it. But like, there's a delay, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen. So I think it's just a timing thing. With actualizing whatever this is. Selling something, achieving something, something with career, possibly moving somewhere, traveling, because there's a city behind this lady. So like delay on road trip or something like that. Like you planned something, but you have to reschedule and set it back for some time, like 2 weeks or longer than that or less than that, but there's delays and setbacks. That's what I'm getting with this, but like I'm still getting a message that it will happen for you. It will happen in divine timing, because we have the actualization card. Even though it's not happening now, that doesn't like mean that it never will happen. So you will get the money, and you will go on that trip. You will graduate. Maybe like you had to take time off because you were sick, like take time out from school, like college, or you had to help a family member, so you kind of had to like hold off on your life for a bit to help someone else out, or because you were sick, and maybe you feel like you're moving backwards, but moving backwards is still progress in a way. Like, you're still learning something, you're still growing from it. And so like, don't fret with like whatever situation you're in currently. You are where you need to be, and maybe someday you will see a divine reason to that delay. Maybe it was to prevent something from happening. And just try to see it as a blessing rather than a curse. So that's what I'm getting with this. I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, group 8, let's find out what the answer to your question is. The answer is no. You got the 4 of Swords. This is a card about vacation and taking a break, taking a rest. Maybe it's not the best time to procrastinate and wait on something, and this is saying that you need to take action on something. And it's not the best time to like wait and not put a lot of time and energy into something. Whatever you do today manifests your future, it creates your future. So there is like this forward thinking, thinking about the future, in what the present is creating, you know, like procrastination and taking a lot of time off. Like you're thinking like, what is it gonna do like in the future? Like what is it gonna look like if I continue like this on this road? Like taking a break from life because of depression, or maybe you like worked so hard for so long that like you really need a break, but you still need to put some energy into some things and pursue things to like keep the energy moving, keep the energy going. Like you don't want to stop before the miracle happens, you know? You don't want to give up. It's like running a race and you're like almost there, and then you decide to just stop running because you're like really worn out, but you could have like kept running for like a minute more. You know what I'm saying here? There's like a message about like taking breaks and vacation, and also depression like hindering you in some kind of way. Maybe this is a message for you to find some ways to help yourself feel better and really like nurture yourself through this time if you are feeling depressed. Finding some really good therapies or like a therapist, someone to talk to help heal you. I feel like there's healing that needs to take place on some kind of level because it is preventing you from moving forward on something, and it's in a way like hindering your future. Maybe you're not feeling very hopeful about the future right now, and something needs to inspire you and spark that passion for you to start pursuing something and get the energy moving, get the energy going. Maybe there's been like stagnation here because you're not passionate, like you don't know what your passions are, and there's like this lethargy that you're feeling. And there's like a sleeping lion here, so there is like a definite message about like resting, but it is a time to start moving forward and taking some action for you. It's for you, it's for your future, it's to help yourself. So that's the message for you. I hope that resonates and I hope that helps you. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, group 9, let's find out what answer there is for you, what the answer to your question is. Okay, 9 of Cups, and you got the yes answers, so it's a yes for you. Whenever I see this card, I always think of like guilty pleasure. This is the guilty pleasure card because we see a cat that just ate a bird, just ate the canary, and he's really happy about it. And you got the yes card along with adversity. So this is a message about coming out on top, rising above adversity and difficulties, challenges, whatever things that have been a little bit difficult and causing some tension or like limiting you. It's finding innovations through turning a no into a yes, basically. That's what you're doing. Like through the difficulties, you're coming out on top, rising above like a phoenix and making things happen for you, choosing to make things happen. And this is like creating wholeness and fulfillment for yourself, and ultimately happiness, because we see a happy cat here. Like a house cat. Like you've been a stray cat and things were really tough for you. Maybe you experienced some kind of loss in your life, or disappointment, or a lot of frustration, or anything along those lines, and then you found a way to become a house cat, you know, like you climbed that mountain, you rose above it, and you worked your way up the ladder. And this could even be talking about a workplace, like you started at the very bottom and now you've made your way up to the top, and now you're the boss or the manager, and or maybe you're running your own business now. And so you have made success for yourself, and there's also a message that the door is wide open for you. Like some kind of golden opportunity has presented itself to you, or it will, and you have the chance to step through it and take that opportunity, because we see this bird cage, and this cat got a hold of a canary, and so that means the door is wide open. Like it got opened and the cat took the chance. And so this is a message about taking the risk, taking the chance in front of you, and it creating happiness for you. This could also be about adoption as well. Like if you are thinking about adopting a child, or working at an adoption agency and becoming a social worker, or maybe you want to become a lawyer, that's coming up as well. Or working at an adoption agency with animals, animal shelter. There's something about this as well, because I saw the imagery of like a stray cat coming in from out of the cold, and so this makes me think of like orphanage, oh my gosh, or orphans, and orphanage, oh my gosh, I can't even say it. But centers where orphans live, and how like they could find really amazing families and homes, and also a message about shelters. Maybe you are volunteering at a community center and really helping out and volunteering. Maybe you're a part of a volunteer program, or you're thinking about donating to a charity or something like that. There's also a message about this. And I also noticed that this is the 9th group, and the card is 9 of Cups. I didn't even like intentionally do that. This is kind of funny. Maybe 9 is a angel number for you, or some kind of synchronicity, or time prediction, like within 9 days or something like that. But yeah, so the answer is yes, and I hope it's a positive yes for you. I hope that resonated, and thank you so much for watching.